Good day, everybody, and welcome back to our world tour. We're currently in Tokyo at Narita Airport. We're heading off north. We're heading up to the island of Hokkaido and heading into the capital of Hokkaido, which is Sapporo. Should be a nice early morning flight for us. And looks like so far we've got Nick and Oki joining us. I think that's Oki in the distance. For some reason his livery's not loaded in. And hopefully we'll get Kevin joining us. I know he's running a little late. So let's hop on board the aircraft. Catering is in, and we can start getting everything all set up and ready to go. Alright, we're on board. This is the Airbus A320. Let's clear those messages. So cockpit preparation is complete. Parking brakes are set. Ground power is connected. External power, I did have it on. It's now back on again. And battery power is on. Okay, you can stop dinging. And batteries are on. And we are good. Let's pop over here. We'll quickly open this up. Hi, Oki. How's everything going with you today? We'll get our flight plan in from SimBrief. And we will set our new departure time of 2015 Zulu. There we go. Come over to ground services. That's all hooked up and everything is good there. And over to our mass and balance. 123 passengers, 2.6 tons cargo, 6.4 tons of fuel for today. And we will get the aircraft loading. And
boarding requested.
Request our boarding. Alright, with that up and running, we can head up top now. Get the adheres aligning. That is all good. Evac sign is set to Captain Purser. Put the signs on in the back. That one first. Lights are on system 1, and we're going to crank up our overhead. I'm going to come down here, crank up
want a board crew?
That panel there.
Passengers boarding
Nice.
starting.
Passengers coming on board now. So we get our lights up. Crew oxygen supply is now on. Generators 1 and 2 are on and in fault. Packs 1 and 2 on and in fault. And we'll come up and do our fire tests. Yeah, it's an interesting departure out of here, according to the SID, which we will take a look at. Alright, emergency exit lights are now armed, and cargo heat is set to cold. And standby compass icing indicators are on. So down we come to the FMC. And we'll start getting set up. So ATSU, AOC menu, messages. Here's our load sheet for today's flight. Correct aircraft, and everything is set. Estimated takeoff weights are good. And we have 17 business class and 106 economy class passengers today. And everything is loaded in the back, catering and water, and all is good. Hello, Kevin. Yeah, I had some issues. I don't know. We've had some model matching issues going on, so I'm not sure exactly why you're not coming in properly. You probably pop in a bit later, as per normal. So we're going to need these numbers here once we get into sending in our stuff. So let's start getting the aircraft set up. So aircraft type is correct and data is current. We'll go into our initialization and we're going to request our flight plan. It's not a long flight today. RJAA, which is Narita, to RJCC, which is Sapporo. Flight number is UKV 5556. Cost index of 25 and a cruise level today of 370. Just pull up my flight plan. Tropo is showing 32448. That's pretty close. We'll leave that there. Oh, the departure route. I'm assuming it's got to be something to do with not overflying downtown Tokyo. It's the only thing I can think of for that. We'll grab our ascent and descent winds. There we go. I got them for both phases. We'll return back now and head over to page B. So we'll throw in our preliminary information. So our block fuel for today is 6.4 tons. We'll get that in there. We're then going to pop over to, oops, that's not what I want. Oh, there's a big bird beside me. We're going to pop over to, here are zero fuel weight of 55.9. And we have a estimated center of gravity of 29.8. So we'll fire that in. It can start doing its calculation. Fuel reserves are 0.9. So that is now entered in there. Over to the flight plan we go. So we're going to be departing off of runway 34 left. And we are taking the Tetra 8 RNAV departure. And we are coming off it at Kimin, I believe. Yes. At Kimin. We will insert that. For our arrival into Sapporo, the winds are currently more or less coming out of the southeast, so we're going to be landing on the ILS for runway 19 right, and it'll be the ILS Zulu. So the ILS Zulu for 19 right, there it is there. We're coming in on the Nagan's arrival, and we will enter that in there. So if we come up now and take a look at our plan, we can see our departure is a big orbit. We're going to head out, loop all the way around here, and then head up. And again, I can only assume that is for avoiding downtown Tokyo at low altitude. And then we head north. We're going to be over the center of the island. Should be pretty good. Crossing the channel between this island, Kyushu, I think it is, and Hokkaido in the north. Then we're going to go up, loop around to the left, and come in and land. So that's all looking good. So that is all set up there. We're going to set our initial climb out. Let's see what our restrictions are. We'll set our initial climb out at 20,000, and we have lower limits all the way up, but 20 should be good for an initial. Go. That is now set. So we'll grab the current weather. Winds are 020 at 15 knots, so pretty much out of the north, but pretty strong. Got good visibility, few clouds at 3100, broken at 3300, overcast at 4000. We saw the cloud layer there when we were on the outside view. It's currently 9 degrees, and QNH is 1017. Do the standby, and we're set on both sides, so that's now done. Come down here, PWS is on, GSC is on. Fueling is complete. Looks like the loading is complete. We pop out. Oh, they're still putting the bags on. I think, have you come up and said you're done? No, you're still... Oh, you've done the cargo, so you've gone and shut the doors on them. That's okay. We'll open them up for them. Looks like the rear guys are done. Close those doors. One container left to go in the front. We are up on the Adair, so let's get the APU up and running. Let's do an APU master on. APU is up on the eCam. Hit the start button. I think we got a A340-600 beside us. That's that beast that's sitting over there. Alright, APU is coming up online. And there's the APU coming up. The generators are up, and bleed air is available. So turn on the air. You can hear the air starting to flow in the back, so external power can now be disconnected. And let's do our performance information for takeoff. Alright, we are going off on 3-4 left. So RJAA 3-4 left is dry surface. It'll be flaps 1. Sounds like everyone is loaded on. We're waiting on our load sheet now. We're going to be doing a PAX takeoff. We have our preliminary numbers. We'll bring in the weather, and we'll get a quick look here, and then we'll see where we are with passenger loading coming in the back. Good numbers there. So I do a short load and it takes not enough time. I do a long load, it takes too long. Interesting. So we got a few more to go. Looks like Kevin is in the process of loading in. So, oh, no, there's Oki over there. He's looking good. Nick, that must be you. What livery are you flying? Comjet. I'm surprised I'm not seeing you in your livery. And there, oh, there's Kevin over there in his A310. So I am seeing Oki very well. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So let's take a look at the route while we're waiting for Phoenix to finish loading. Singjen, hello. Welcome to the stream. Where is my... A320. I wonder what's causing that. Maybe I don't have that livery. I don't know. So here we are at the airport. We're up here at Terminal 1. We're going to push back. We're going to be facing to the south. We're going to taxi out to Alpha, then follow Alpha all the way down to probably Alpha 9. We'll be departing Alpha 9. Departing off of that, here is what our departure looks like. As you can see, we'll be departing off of 34 left, flying out this way, making the right turn, coming up and around. Back over the southern part of the airfield, this time up to 12,000 feet, heading all the way up to Wharf, and then up to Kimmin, where we're going to exit the departure. From there, as you can see here, we're going to fly up and around. And there's Tokyo there. I don't know why. But anyway, we're going to fly up and around and then head up this way, up over the center part of the island. As you can see, then up to the strait here, we'll be descending down over the strait, and we'll be coming in over here. We're going to fly to the north and make that left series of left turns just outside Sapporo, and then coming into the airport, which is located down here at Chosi. So that is our planned arrival. Once we're down, again, we're coming in on 19 left. Once we're down, we're going to exit, cross over 19 right, and then backtrack up to the terminal, and we'll be parking on this curved point here, probably on these gates 14, 15, 16, 17, down in this area down here. We are a domestic flight, so that's where we're headed. Alright, so we're almost loaded. Just get everything set up and ready for us to go. About 15, 14 more passengers to come on board. So we can come down here to Roger's side. We got another company message. This is the secondary load sheet. Let us come in. So as I've mentioned before, there's 3 load sheets. The first one is usually ticket sales and bookings for cargo. The second one is what's been checked in at the counters, and then the final is what's actually gotten on board the aircraft, which is handy for calculation purposes. We'll accept that, but we're not really going to do anything with it. We want the final when it's ready. 9 more to go. You can see the passenger spread here. We're not full, but we're a pretty well loaded aircraft for today's flight. And if we want, we can come down to the passenger list and we can see everybody. See their status with the airline, extra information. It's wheelchair passenger, silver, bronze, economy class. Occasionally we get executives for the airline. Gold guest list. It's probably somebody working for the airline. Hello, Victoria. Welcome to the stream. All right, 4 more to go. Let's see, we can have them take away the ground power since it's already we're already disconnected from it. And one more. There we go. Everyone is on board and seated. We'll remove that. We can come over to ground services, get that door closed, get the chocks removed. All right, there's the final load sheet. A little bit of a different format, but there's our zero fuel weight 55.9. Come back over here, page B, 55.9 is correct. And if we come down here to our zero fuel weight, center of gravity 29.8, 29.8. It is all correct. That is good. So that is fine there. Come back up over here, pull up our takeoff data. We can now get the final numbers off the load sheet. We have all that. We'll do our redo our calculations, and here we go. So, what plane that has 2 piston engines that is a tail dragger? Oh, there's a whole bunch. There's the Beech 18. There's the DC-3, DC-2. There's a lot of them out there. Small twin engine tail draggers. The Boeing 247D. There's a number of them. All right, so 136, 140, 140. Let's pop down here. We'll get those numbers in. 136 for V1, 140 for VR, 140 for V2. We have 1 and up 0.4 for the flaps. So that's 1 up 0.4. That's the trim setting. And then our flex today is going to be 68 degrees. 68 degrees. And I didn't even count all the World War II stuff. The Halifax bombers, the Mosquitoes, the B-25s, B-26s, A-26s, all that type of stuff. So all our information is now entered in. Takeoff data is set. 136, 140. FCU is managed. 20,000 is set. Departure briefing is done. Flight directors are both on. Radials will switch over to 122.8. We have no ATC. We are on VATSim, but there's no ATC here at the moment. So that is now on. And I think we are ready for engine start. So let's give them a call. And we can prepare for pushback and departure. I want to request pushback. Yes, I do.
We're ready to go when you are.
Yeah, the cabin's ready. There he is coming out.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bins. If you have any trouble finding a location,
okay. That is the Douglas DC-3. First came out in the 1930s and started as a commercial airliner.
Once all your items are put away,
but when the war came, it became a transport aircraft. The paratroopers used it to get them to where they were jumping out. And then after the war, it went back into commercial airline use up until the early 50s when the DC-4s and some other aircraft like that started to come out. Alright, so we're going to push back and we're going to go tail left, nose right. So beacon light
Good
is
morning, ladies and gentlemen,
on.
and welcome aboard flight
Fuel pumps are on.
5556. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 17 minutes. Please
They're
note the cabin
hooking
doors
the
now
pin and
closed.
hooking up
We
the
ask
push
that
bar.
you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger
there we go.
devices are now shut down
Hooked
and
up.
stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray table
Looks
seat
like
straps
Oki
must
is
be in the
pushed.
full upright and locked position for departure. Flight attendants, please prepare cabin for departure and cross-check.
Narita area traffic skyways 5556. Push and start. Terminal 1 facing south. Alright, so we can start up our engines. Ignition mode selector to start. We'll wait till we're clear of the cargo guys. Okay, starting engine number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight attendants as they demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. You will notice
And
a
one
light
rotation.
illuminated above your seat. When this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelt low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as we may experience unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this
Oki
aircraft.
pushed.
To familiarize yourself with the emergency exits on this aircraft, please
See him over there. And then, like I said, there's, I'm assuming that's Nick, and then Kevin beyond.
mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth, secure the elastic band behind your head, tighten the straps if necessary, and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate,
Alright, looks like we have a good start on engine number 2, starting engine number 1.
Assistance, secure your mask on first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it is safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord.
No, Victoria. The route they took and the route they still take today, if they're ferrying them from North America over, because there are some still flying, is they would fly from Newfoundland to Greenland, usually then into Iceland, and then
Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables
and then
are
we
all
will
in
be
their full
going. Then
upright
from there, it's
position.
usually into
We
Scotland,
remind you that this
and
is a
then
non-smoking
off from
flight,
there.
and actively tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is strictly
Nick, you're good to
prohibited
push.
by
I'm
law.
going to be
All this
scooting out
information
to
and more can be found
Alpha
in the safety code
right in front of me
located in the
here.
seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and letting a cabin member know.
Alright,
if
we
you
have a
any
good
questions.
start on engine number 2. Generators 1 and 2 are on. Ignition mode selector to normal. Probe heats are auto. Wing and engine intakes not required. Packs 1 and 2 are on. Flaps going to 1 plus F. And moving trim up 0.4, so we'll go to flight controls, dial in 0.4 up. Flight control check.
Area traffic,
Full left,
subject 464,
full right,
start,
neutral,
facing
full forward,
east,
full back, neutral, full left, full right,
might be next to
neutral.
stand for 3, but I think there should be enough room for
Hello, Martin.
subject 44.
How are you? Martin YouTube. Oh, you must own this whole place then. Very good.
Yeah, I think plenty.
So flight controls are checked. APU is leads are off. APU is off. FCP is managed, and 20,000 feet. Engine instruments are checked and everything looks good there. So we'll put on the steering tiller. Nose lights will come on. Auto brake to max, and we'll kill the internal dome light. Narita area traffic skyways 5556 taxiing 34 left via apron Whiskey 8 Alpha to Alpha 9. Martin, yes, it is the Phoenix. Oh, damn it. once again, forgot about these guys.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Alright, so there goes Oki. I gotta wait for these guys now. Forgot about them again. But we're gonna taxi out over here, go right down to Alpha, and then basically the same route Oki's going. And we should see a nice sunrise once we're up in the air, since it's the wee hours of the morning before dawn right now. Alright, while we're here, we'll arm our ground spoilers and do our TO config check. And we have no blue, no warnings. We're good there. Tug is pulling out. There's Nick pushing back. Alright, so bypass pin is removed. We can confirm that because it no longer says nose wheel disconnected. He's heading out to give us the wave with the pin. Again, showing us that the pin has been removed, because if he didn't, we were dead in the water. We couldn't steer the front nose wheel. We'll give him the thumbs up. He'll give us a wave, wishing us well, and we are ready to go. Oh, brakes released. Oh, I see Nick got caught with the GSX taxi bug. That's a data information disconnect between the sim and VPilot and GSX, unfortunately, which causes the aircraft to assume those funny positions. But it doesn't happen with everybody, I'm noticing. Some people it works fine, some they go nose first, others tail first, and others are fine. It's weird. A little bit of stuttering here. Where I'm getting
Please note, the cabin lights
studying.
will be dimmed for departure and landing.
It's at the default
If you
airport
require
here.
additional lighting, there's a reading light on the panel above you.
Turn here, head down Alpha. Oh, my push was good.
Traffic 186 for line up and take off from the 34 left via Alpha 8.
Yeah, I'm going to go down to Alpha 9. That'll give us enough separation. So there's 7 aircraft heading out from Tokyo this morning, and there's 3 inbounds currently on the board.
Traffic 51 Tango Heavy, taxiing, holding flight Alpha 1, 2, runway 34 left, taxi via Whiskey, Sierra 1, Sierra at Alpha, heavy traffic.
We had about 4 take off before the stream started. There's Kevin over there, his A310. There's Alpha 8 coming up. You can see there's Oki on the runway. And it's pretty dark out here. We're heading down here to Alpha 9. Again, hoping we get a nice sunrise and nice lit landing as we come into Sapporo. Alright, so it's the next right for us. I am looking forward to the A330 when it comes out. That'll add some nice long haul. All right. We'll make our turn. Here's the hold line. And brakes are set. Is Oki in the air yet? He's just launched, so we'll start the chrono. Give him 2 minutes. Alright, so V speeds are set. 136, 140. FCP is set. Managed 20,000 feet. Nav data is correct. Route's been checked. And radios are set 122.8. And nose light to takeoff. Runway turnoff lights are on. Landing lights are on. Wing lights are on. Strobe lights are on. Transponder is on. TCAS, TARA, and weather radar is on. And approach path is clear. Narita area traffic. Skyways 5556. Taking position 34 left at Alpha 9. Alright, brakes released. I think Kevin said he was going past me. Yeah, he's going all the way down to the end. Taking the full runway. And there's Nick coming down. There's Oki climbing out. It's a minute and a half, so we'll give him a little bit more time.
Norwegian, the Beatles Tango Heavy is holding short Alpha 1-2, waiting for departing traffic.
Right, brakes are set. Cabin is ready in the back. Speeds are set. Oki's disappeared into the clouds. Ah, Martin! Oh, what a nice donation. Well, thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Hope you've subscribed and come over to the Discord. Lots of discussion there. Well, lots. Discussion there about the sim, the aircraft we fly, the routes we go. And as I keep saying, if you want to come along on these flights, you're more than welcome to join us. All the live streams are community flights, either VATSim or multiplayer. Information's on the Discord about which is which. But thank you very much. Alright, so let's get the chrono off. The brakes are released. So on manual braking, engines to 40%. Engine stabilized, brakes released. Takeoff power is set. Man flex 68 degrees SRS and runway. Auto throttle blue. Airspeed's alive. 100 knots. It's V1 rotate. Kicked around by that wind a little bit. Positive rate, gear up, speed brakes disarmed.
Norwegian traffic pitches 9 and Tango Heavy is big losing runway 34 left, 42 minutes. First operation from the back traffic.
Let's get the clock going. 1,000 feet. Autopilot engaged. And reducing to climb power. Thrust climb set. We do have a couple restrictions coming up. First one is just up ahead. It's a 7,000 foot restriction. Put the constraints on. And we'll put in our cruise level now, 370. So we have to be above 4,000 at Aries, but then we have a 7,000 foot restriction at A4L12, which is over here. So I'm assuming it's for feeding in traffic to the airport. That's why we're not climbing like a rocket at the moment. We're through S-speed. Flaps coming up. So gear is up, autopilot is engaged, flaps are retracted, ground spoilers are disarmed, wing lights can come off, nose lights are off, turn off lights are off. Speed is set to 250. Trying to be fuel efficient. What's that? Just rocket up to the highest altitude you can as fast as you can. It's coming up. There's that cloud layer, and we can start to see some light on the horizon.
And reach traffic, subject 464 landing up, runway 34 left.
Very nice. There's 7,000 feet. We got to hold that around the corner. Let's turn that panel off. I'll zoom out to there. So we're into the clouds, making the turn. There we go. So I can only think this is a combination of noise abatement and getting us high enough because of the central mountain range that runs down once you get inland from the eastern side of Japan. So probably a little bit about route control into the Tokyo airport. I'm assuming this also feeds into how Hyundai brings in aircraft. There's that little bit of light on the horizon. So after we pass A4L12, we should be able to climb again, and the rest of the restrictions seem to be all B aboves, so we should just be climbing up normally from here.
Traffic, subject 464 is rolling 34 left.
There we go. Resuming our climb. It's 8,000 feet. Transition level is 14, but we're cleared through transition. So we'll just go over to standard pressure. Lights catching a little bit of the cloud there. Nice little effect. Now it definitely is the land of the rising sun. There's 10,000 feet. Landing lights are off. Seatbelt signs can come off in the back as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard
We're also
Wi-Fi.
accelerating.
You will be required to pay a small fee if you wish to access it. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live TV and paid movies library.
So once we get further around this loop, we should be able to see Mount Fuji. Probably get maybe get the sun glinting off the top of it? I don't know. Probably still a little bit too early for that.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when needed in case of unexpected turbulence.
So we held the poll on the channel for what to do with that Russian stop, and it was kind of split down the middle. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to skip the next stop after Sapporo in Russia. We're going to fly directly to the U.S. and we'll see. Oh, did he? Okay, let me go check that, Nick. Thank you. Martin, sorry I missed this. I like your streams. And one question, is it worth buying the Phoenix A320 or the fly-by-wire version is better? The fly-by-wire version is less complete. I mean, I love what they did. I flew it a lot at the start. It's still a work in progress. Obviously, because it's being done by guys on their own and it's a freeware thing, it takes a lot longer. The Phoenix is more complete. Like, all the systems work and everything. If you... I mean, it's up to you. If you can afford the Phoenix, then it's a more complete airplane. If you can't, the fly-by-wire is an excellent freeware plane that is helping a lot with the sim and with giving you airliners to fly, but it is not fully done yet. But I enjoy the Phoenix. I fly it a lot, and it is a great plane. So really am enjoying it. So sorry I missed that. I was kind of focused on the takeoff and everything, but yeah, it is a it is a good aircraft, and either one you're not going wrong. But if you can afford the Phoenix, it is a more complete airplane at this point in time. Plus version 2 is coming out. They're doing a whole rework on it, fine tuning, improvements. So I do like it, but sorry again about missing that, but thank you for the donation as well. Alright, so there's 20,000 feet coming up. We're kind of working our way around. Let's see if we can see Fuji. It's off this way somewhere. I'm not sure we're going to pick it up. It is out in this direction. Going to be a little bit far away for it. But there's that sunrise coming up over Japan. Looking fantastic. Just making a big sweeping turn around here. You can see we've been flying for a bit, and our progress bar on the overlay hasn't even budged because we're actually behind where we started. But we're all looking good. Let's get let's see what I can get here. Corner, we can settle in. Just going to check the volume level here. That doesn't seem to be too loud. There's aircraft down below doing the circle climb to come up. Fortunately, I hear it at a different volume in my headset than you guys are hearing it on the stream. So sometimes gotta pop out and just check what it sounds like. Alright, so we're looking good. So I'm going to stick us about here. And we can watch the... should we go this way? We'll watch the sun come up. I'll leave you with the tunes for a minute. I'm going to go stick the kettle on. And I'll be in the chat. And then I'll pop back and we'll get some in-flight entertainment up and running as well. So it's not going to be a long flight. It's only about an hour and 17 minutes in the air, but we should get some nice early morning views as we cruise across Japan. So I'll be back for the briefing for the descent. See you then.
Pluto versus Popeye the Sailor. Judge Wimpy presiding.
Pluto, party of the first part, being brutally beaten on several occasions by Popeye the Sailor, party of the second part, charges him with assault and battery.
Your Honor, I'm innocent.
Order in the court. The plaintiff will now state his case.
Well, Your Honor, the first time Popeye beat me up, my girlfriend Olive Oil was in trouble, and I tried to help her. And he always beats me up for doing nothing.
Your Honor, he's lying.
Order in the court. Has the plaintiff any further testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. Another time, Popeye was acting like a madman, and he almost killed me. So you see, Your Honor, I ain't safe with that Popeye around.
Very touching indeed. Have you anything to say before I pronounce sentence?
Yes, Your Honor, I has a lots to say. One day, me and me sweetheart Olive Oil was sitting in the theater enjoying the show.
For this trick, I need volunteer. This is a big deal, so keep your eyes on the cards. Abracadabra, 1, 2, 3. No cards, see? Observe. Nothing up my sleeve.
There's something tricky about this, Iggy. Where did them cards go?
Right here.
Hey, you can't make a jackass out of me.
And now I will hypnotize a charming cherub. Abracadabra, shalom aleichem. Ore, orit. Approach me, my sweet.
Boy, he's gone far enough with that hypno stuff. Hey, Olive, watch your step. truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Popeye, I find you not guilty. Case dismissed.
That ain't justice.
starting our in-flight service. We will be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look at the feedback for our list of complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. Please note that we only accept credit cards.
If the rhythm's been too dreamy, and you like your trumpet screaming, that's when you should call to see, because I've got swing for sale. If you think a waltz is horrid and you like your rhythm torrid, till it makes you mop your forehead, I've got swing for sale.
Rhythm's what this country needs. For years and years I've said it. If you buy from me, it's COD. I sell swing, but not for credit. Boom, 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 boom.
all the famous people in the storybooks I got. As I grew inside, so did I grow wise. And I learned some things that really opened up my eyes. But in spite of everything I learned, there's one old guy who still ain't high as far as I'm concerned.
Old King Cole, am a merry old soul.
But the old boy loves to have his fling.
King Cole, I'm a merry old soul.
But he waved his scepter with a swing. Here is a man who never fooled around, but daily he makes to see a cheat. And now he's up yonder with a ring around.
They called the mystic Christian and went on a mutiny.
Old King Cole is a noisy old soul.
Because he had his fling, and because he liked to swing,
I went down in history.
So perhaps there's a chance for me. Have you got any cash that you want to fill, baby?
Such a lack of good manners, you should swallow my book, Henry.
I'll get out my scissors, that cut.
Have you got any mortgages you want to have paid, baby?
After all my adventures on Throttle.
I love
Help
Yeah, sorry, I was just checking for volumes there. Want to get it so it's just in the background, but not too loud. I think I've got the numbers. I just got to remember what they are for when we're flying along. Anyway, we're about 75 miles from top of descent, so it's time to start looking at what we're doing and where we are going here. So let me pull up the current weather in Sapporo as we're flying in on this nice cloudy morning here. So winds are 200 at 8, few clouds at 1,000 feet, a broken layer. It's -1 degree. Of course, Hokkaido up in the north there is known as the Winter Island, Snowy Island. It's -1, QNH 1020. And we will dial that into the standby. So we're still looking at being good for our runway 09er right landing. And yeah, so let's get the data entered in. So come down here to the next phase, and we can just enter in the information. So QNH of 1020 is entered in. Temperature of -1. And winds are 200 at 8. Transition level of 14,000 feet is correct. For the airport, we're going to be doing, I'm going to set up for a Cat 2, just because of the low clouds. So that's going to be a decision height of 103 feet, which is 100 feet above the ground. So put that in on the barrel. Everything else is looking good there. We're tied in all the way with our descents, and we are looking at a capture altitude of 2,000 feet. Just checking our restrictions on the way down. We have a few. RJAA, we have a 13,000 feet. Down around here we have a 6,000 feet and then a 3,000 feet, so we should be good to enter in our platform altitude of 2,000 feet. So we'll crank that in. There we go. No, 19, not 09. Did I say 09? Yeah, I'm landing the short way across. Alright, so, what was I going to say? Missed approach, climb to 600 feet on heading 182, which is basically runway heading, and then it's a left to the MKE VOR radial 320 to the MKE VOR and hold at 5,000. So we're going to put that radial in 1164. So we'll pop down here. RadNav, ILS frequency of 1115 is correct. 182 degrees is correct, 3 degrees slope. There's the MK VOR 116.4. We'll put that in so it doesn't change it. There we go. And it wants us to fly a course of, or out on the 320 radial to the VOR, so we'll set that in. So we got the hook in the back. It's a Navy aircraft. So that is all set, and we're going to set in the Cheetos VOR 116.9 over on 2. And we'll just use that as a range indicator. We'll turn on the two VORs. So we'll want VOR 1 and VOR 2 showing. See, we have both there. It's all looking good. And we have a 25-mile MSA. So what we can do is quickly pop down. RJCC. No, 2C is not free. And we're going to do a 25-mile radius. That'll give us a nice little circle around the airport. You can see it starting to creep in there. It looks like we do have a pretty thick cloud layer we're going to be going down through. So traffic over here at Sapporo, it's us 4 coming in, plus we have a 737-8 coming up out of RJAA. I think that's Osaka, Japan Airlines. Just looking for him. Yeah, it is Osaka. Looks like he's still on the ground at Osaka. So we shouldn't have any real interference from anybody else. It's a nice trace. Look at that color on the clouds, looking very nice. Sorry, just checking the sound levels again. I hate music with words in it. It gets a little bit conflicting. Oh, we'll shut it off when we get down to 20,000 feet anyway. Oh, the sun's getting bright out there. Right, we can kill our floods on the main. I don't need that now. Alright, so prep for descent. Arrival and weather data is obtained and is set. Nav data approach is set as we want it. MCDU approach page is set. Radios are checked, 122.8 and no ATC online. Oh, Victoria, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Wing and engine anti-ice, yes, we are going to put it on when we start our descent just because of the heavy cloud layer that we're running into. Visible moisture. FCP is set, sorry. Altimeter 1020 is set into standby. We'll be ready to switch over when we get further down. Approach we've briefed already. As you can see, we're going to be coming in, passing to the east side of the airport, looping around at 180 and landing to the south. Auto brakes will be low. And we're almost ready to begin our descent. Should probably start now. Sapporo area traffic, Skyways 5556, leaving flight level 370 on the Naganuma South arrival for the ILS runway 19er right at Sapporo. It's actually Chidosi, but Sapporo is the big airport in the area. Alright, so we get a look outside. It's just before we head into the clouds. Moon's up, looking good. We got Kevin following me and then Nick behind him. They're out back there somewhere. There's that sun peeking over the clouds. Looking very nice. I see the coastline out there. And somewhere ahead of us, descending through the clouds right now, is Oki. Once again, he's going to be the first one in. Alright, so we're holding about 280 knots. We're going to hold about 280 all the way down. We don't want it accelerating too quickly. Just going to switch over in a manual mode. Just hold that speed at 280. May try to slip away a little bit faster, but we'll use the speed brake if we have to. So we're coming into the clouds. We'll get the anti-ice on the wings and the engines. There we go. Okay, you're looking for gates 12, 14, 15, 16, 17 in that area at the domestic terminal. Okay, so everything is looking good. Airport's about 50 miles away. We're through 30,000 feet. Not for a while, Victoria. I am working on an idea to fly it in Europe. Well, the Mediterranean, actually, around the Mediterranean. So that's in the process, but at the moment, there's nothing planned for it. It'll probably end up popping up on a weekend. That's when we got a little bit more time to do longer flights like that, because the DC-6 isn't, it's about half the speed of these things. So it'll probably end up being on a weekend stream. So not exactly sure. All right, we're coming down through the clouds. Kevin, you're going to take 16. Okay. Let's take a look at the charts. Yeah, I'll go for 15 then. Coming around the corner. We do have a 13,000 foot floor at Ursi, which is coming up. So we're through 25,000 feet. Let's get the seatbelts on in the back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
Accelerating a little quickly, so a little bit of speed brake to slow us back down. So we're not seeing them on TCAS, but it looks like Oki's just on the other side of the water here. And again, you can see the mountains there. So this is where the city with the most snow in a year is up here, but it's beaten by, they call cities anything over 100,000 people. but they have places here with less than that get more snow, like 110 inches of snow a year. It's also the place where you find the I'll turn the anti-ice off now. Where you find the monkeys that are in the hot springs, the onsen. This is where it is as well, up on the North Island here. So you can see our 25-mile circle here. So this is our MSA, minimum safe altitudes. So the area we're going to cut through here is 5,500 feet. This area over here is 4,200 feet, and we have 4,500 feet up here. But yeah, I'm aware. But we should be above that. No worries. So we're through 20,000 feet. I'm going to go and we will turn off the music. Looking good. Speed brake out again, gonna slow them down. We are gonna have to come back soon anyway. So we're descending through our pressure, or transition level, sorry. So we'll come over here, we'll go back to local pressure, and we'll dial in 1020. See the snow on the ground here. A bit of ice leading out into the water. So we've come across this way up over the bottom end of the island. Now we're going to we'll be coming in for our landing. There's 17,000 feet. So here at Ursi we're above 13, which is good. Yeah, it's getting bright out there, isn't it? Get that sunshade up. There we go. Yeah, I know the speed brake's out. Problem is, you got me going at such a steep descent rate. I need it to keep my speed down so I don't overspeed. There's the airport. Just make it out there under the pillar. Oki's ahead of us, just about to go into his turnaround to come in. We may get that sun in the eyes coming back the other way. Just 12,000 feet. So we'll start dialing our speed back. Or 13,000, 12,000 will come back to 160. These ones? Oh yeah. Fly UK has all the features in our airplanes. It's 12,000, we'll bring her back to 260. Yeah, that is going to be bright when we turn around. Oh, I see Oki's lights up ahead? Maybe not. Pull that one down over there.
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks.
254. It's 10,000 feet. So lights on, runway turnoff lights are on, wing lights are on. Get all the lights on. Taxi light is on. Ding the cabin just to let them know we're passing through 10,000 feet, although she's already made the announcement. Landing systems will come on now. Auto brake is set to low. And we'll wait on the speed brakes just for ground spoilers, just so we can control our speed here in this last section. There's the airport. 3 runways. We're landing on the... Is it 3 runways or 4 runways? Well, technically, I think it's 2 runways and 2 out-of-service runways. But we're landing on these ones nearest to us. And 19er right. So we're not going to be crossing 19er right. We'll already be on it, which is great. Alright, everything is looking good. We have a good descent rate, so ground spoilers are armed. Approach phase is armed. We have a approach speed of 134 and a clean speed of 205. When we're ready for that. No speed restrictions. But we'll go into manage speed when we hit Yoke. There's Oki getting ready to land. There's that waypoint there. Yeah, get all the funky window shades going here. You got what do you got in that thing? Your 1970s mirrored sunglasses? Alright, there's the turn. We'll go into manage speed. Start slowing down. Localizer and glide slope are being picked up. Identified 11150, 13.7 miles out. There's the airport. Get the big boy out in case we need it flying into the sun when we come around the other way. Well, it's still an Airbus, so at least you've got something. Too bad we're coming in here in March. I think January was the snow festival that they have up in Sapporo. Or it's Sapporo city's over there. It's quite the event from what I've seen. Alright, we're almost down to green dot. nice views here. And that bright morning sun. Ah, this is a beautiful sim at times. Alright. Approach mode is armed. Localizer glide slope blue. Still descending down to 2,000 feet. Turning in. On the path. S speed is 184, so once we come level, we'll go to first stage of flaps. There's the airport. There's that sun. Looks like it's going to be over this way. Let's get that out of the way. Get that up. There we go. Alright, lining up. Localizer capture.
2,500.
Flaps 1. It's 11 miles. Sapporo area traffic skyways 5556. Established localizer 19er right. 10.5 miles. Start nosing up slightly to level at 2,000. That'll bring our speed back. There we go. 2,000 feet. Speed coming to 185. You can see the lights ahead. Never got up here when I was in Japan, but definitely somewhere I want to go if I go back at some point. Wide Slope's alive. Alright, so he's vacated. Gear down. Flaps 2. Glide slope capture. It's 1,500 feet. Flaps 3. Good. $1,100 feet, flaps full. Lights are on, cabin is notified.
1,000.
Gear down, 3 green, flaps full. Landing memo, no blue. Alright, here we go. Say that like we're landing in a hurricane or something. No hurricane for us, just a nice winter morning here. I see Oki taxiing up the other side there.
500.
Autopilot disconnect. I have control.
100 above.
50, 40, 30,
Minimum.
Landing.
20, retard. 5,
– 60 knots, reverser is idle. It's 40 knots, reverser's off. Auto brake disconnected, and we're going to exit down here at Alpha
Ladies and gentlemen,
7.
we have reached our destination. The local time is 6:27 a.m. and it's currently about 0 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us.
Sapporo area traffic, Skyways 5556, clear 19er right. Alright, so we'll come up with the flaps up at the speed brakes. Throttle's on the idle, landing lights off, strobe lights off. That can come off, that can come off. We'll leave the taxi lights on, beacons on, nav lights are on, weather radar is off, TCAS is off. Sapporo area traffic, Skyways 5556 taxiing to Terminal 1 via Delta Hotel 4 onto the apron, and we'll be parking at gate 15. Alright, let's get company working on our gate. Gate 15. No. Sure, ANA can do it. So Kevin's making his turn for final. Oh, I think I can see his lights out there. I do see his lights. Very good. So this should be Hotel 6 coming up. We're going to skip this one. We're going to go to the next one, which is Hotel 4.
The traffic person Tango Heavy is on the localizer for ILS 1 and arrives 11.4 miles out. Shuttle traffic.
Alright, so not this one. I'm going to take the next one. And this is Hotel 6. In on Hotel 4, and our gate should be pretty much straight ahead, maybe slightly to the left. Alright, this is the one we want.
Shuttle Pacific person Tango Heavy is fully established ILS 1 and arrives.
You can see the ground crew over there. There we go, gate 15. Turn off those lights. And we go. No safe dock here, so we're going to have to follow the marshaller's directions. Don't stop. Going. No, you stopped. Getting a little bit of extra friction here because of the contaminated surface by the looks of it. Go. A little bit more. Touch more. That'll do. All right, brakes are on. Let's shade down. Get our unit
for
back.
Traffic, top jet 464. Final
Right.
result.
GPU
One,
and
right,
chocks are in. Ground power is now connected. Engines are off. Beacon light is off. Ground equipment is in place. Fuel pumps are off. Landing systems and flight directors are off. Everybody can get up in the back.
The boarding requested.
There we go. Welcome to Sapporo. Oh, there's a nice livery over there. And, alright, looks like that's Nick coming in there. And we should see, there's Kevin down the far end there. So we'll go for this view. Nice in the sun. Well, guys, thanks very much for flying along. Kevin, Nick, and Oki, much appreciated. For everyone who's watched, it's good to see you. Martin, thank you very much for the donation. Victoria, thanks for the sub. And we'll be back tomorrow with the first in the series of flights with Fly2, our holiday and leisure airline division. We'll be flying around Europe with them as the weather is starting to get nicer. So Tuesday nights we'll be doing Fly2 in the 737-800s.
Passengers deboarding starting.
First flight is tomorrow out of, I believe it's London Gatwick. Anyway, that's going to do it for now. Take care, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see you all on the next one. Bye for now.